Hey, what's up, you guys? Street Trader FX here, back with another video. So on this one, we're going to be talking about this trade that we took yesterday, post NFP news. So yeah, this is going to be a breakdown of us using Malaysian SNR to trade NFP, right? So that's basically what I shared with you guys on the live stream that I made on the Telegram. So that's the screenshot, and you guys who were active on like during the live stream, you did see how we ended up with this conclusion right here of us looking for a potential sell around this area, whereas 2696.981 with the stop loss around 2700.063, and then the take profit being at 2685.829. So that's the sell on gold using Malaysian SNR. So this was the setup, right? This was the setup where we traded into a daily resistance, which we refined to the 4-hour, which we refined to the 1-hour, right? And then we had to wait for this confirmation right here. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do markups. We're just going to go over the charts and be able to go over what actually happened. So initially, after we made the setup, price ended up shooting lower, as you can see here. Price ended up shooting lower, but as long as you understand what you're doing, you'll have the patience to wait for your setup to play out. So that's basically what we did, and price ended up coming back to that area that we marked up and triggered it to the pip, although it did end up making just a shallow pullback above the first retest here, and then ended up pushing lower towards our take profit. So right now we're going to go to the charts and basically discuss everything that we talked about during the live stream. I'm going to walk you through how we ended up to the setup, just in case you were not on, just in case you're not on my Telegram, right? So with regards to the setup, let me make this a full screen. So with regards to the setup, we can see that we have this high right here, right? Have this high right here. We took that high out right here, and then price traded lower, right? So after trading lower, it left two areas of resistance, being this one here on the daily, right here, and then the second one being right here, which is where we ended up finding our setup from. All right, so what we then did from the daily time frame, after marking up our daily area of resistance, we went to the 4-hour. Then on the 4-hour, remember the daily level was somewhere around here. Then what we saw above the daily level was this 4-hour sell area right here. And remember, with the sell area, it simply means that it's an area of resistance, right? So just like this, simply means that it's just an area of resistance, bearish, and then we get another bearish right here. So you mark your resistance using the first candle, regardless of how the other candle opened. It can open here, but this is how you're gonna mark it up. Even if it opens here, even if the second candle opens here, that's how you're gonna mark up your resistance, right? So we marked up our sell resistance right here based on the 4-hour, right? Because we were also inside the daily resistance, which was the buy area, which was an area of support, which we broke, and then it ended up becoming an area of resistance, right? Support breaks becomes resistance. So daily MTF 4-hour, right? So that's where we anticipated a reaction from in order for us to get a pullback or a retrace for the NFP move. So when we went to the 1-hour time frame, we saw that the 1-hour also had an area of resistance roughly around where the 4-hour area of resistance was, right? So we just simply had enough confidence to then go to lower time frames to look for potential breakouts or potential confirmations, because as you guys know, which is not a secret, so your confirmations can vary. It can be something like this, right? It can be something like this. My apologies. Let me do that one again. It can be something like this. It can also be something like this. Right? So ideally with your confirmations, what you would want to see, you want to see a high being made, a low being made right here. And then obviously with this one, it's a low probability setup because you're entering within an area of resistance without having a breakout. This one, it's a medium probability setup because we did break this low and then we did make a pullback into an area of resistance and then sold off. This one is a high probability setup because we made this high, we broke out, we have an area of liquidity right here, and then we took out that liquidity inside an area of resistance, right? And then we sold off. This one is a high probability setup. So ideally you'd want to see this one in most cases, but you have to be aware of these ones as well. And also when you do your study, pay attention to where these ones form, because these ones can form in situations whereby you end up entering a trade when you shouldn't, right? So let's go down to lower time frames and see which one we had. So from here, from the 1 hour, obviously we're going to go to the M30. So on the M30, we can see that we tapped this area right here, but we never really broke any low right here. Unless maybe I should have used the line chart so that you guys can see properly, but it's fine. Let's see. Yeah, let's use the line chart. Maybe you guys can be able to see properly. Line, yeah. And then we make it full screen here. So you can see here on the M30, we don't really have any breakout. So let's see the M15. M15, no breakout after we tapped that area. We don't really have any breakout. M5. On the M5, we tapped that area, but no clear breakout, right? M3, no, not M3, M1. On the M1, you can clearly see. You don't have to look for it. You can clearly see. We have this right here. Have this right here. And price, obviously there's wicks around this area, but have this right here. That's basically what I just shared with you guys right now. Let's see. We had that high, we broke out, we have liquidity right here. Obviously, if we have liquidity, we have to have an area of resistance above that we can sell into to take out the liquidity and then sell off, right? So let's bring back the candlestick charts just to see. So you can clearly see right here, we had this high, we had this low, which we created a breakout from, and then we left this liquidity right here. Area of resistance was right here. So that's where we marked up our area of resistance for the sell post the NFP news using traditional SNR, right? Or Malaysian SNR rather. So that's the simplest way you can be able to trade the market using SNR and get these 100 pip trades every single day, as long as you know what you're looking for, as long as you are patient enough to wait for your setup, right? And also couple your setup with news. That's also going to be very, very beneficial when you are trading. It's also going to be very, very, very beneficial. So anyway, with that said, I'll see you guys on another video, man. Definitely posting this one right now. So yeah, see you on YouTube. And yeah, if you're not on my Telegram, if you're new on my YouTube, make sure that you do subscribe. If you want to see more posts that I make during the week, follow me on Telegram, the first link in the description. And yeah, peace. Love you boys.